Pump it up, pump it up.
Trae.
Come on, come on.
With Trae.
Pump it up, pump it up.
It's the day with Trae.
This is the day to gain inspiration, to make a positive change in the nation. We're inviting you to partake in conversation, to raise your vibration. It's the day that we will all celebrate all of our peeps that make this thing elevate. Watch the negative fade away, cause it's the day with Trae.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to The Day with Trae. My name is Alicia Crank, and I am guest hosting this week while Trae is away doing some other fabulous things. So I'm so honored to be back again to do this. And it is also the beginning of Women's History Month. So I'll be asking questions of our guests throughout the course of this week about who is the woman in their life that they want to shout out as part of Women's History Month. So once we come back from the break, we will be talking with Deon, the Bodimechanik Abdullah. We'll be right back.
Washington's biggest night out for sports
is Sports Star.
My name is Angela Poe Russell. Some of you know me from my years being a journalist, a reporter, host, but I've written a musical, co-written a musical, because I have an amazing team around me. It's called Aviatrix, and it's running at Seattle Public Theater this spring. But you can get an exclusive preview because Seattle Association of Black Journalists is having a program called Black Voices Matter. It's March 14th, on my birthday. Like, imagine that. And we're gonna preview this new musical. You'll get to hear some of the numbers and hear the story behind it and hear how it went from a newsroom to a stage. So that's March 14th, the Seattle Association of Black Journalists at the Northwest African American Museum. I hope to see you there.
And welcome back to The Day with Trae. And today my guest is Deon, the Bodimechanik Abdullah. How are you, sir?
How's it going?
I have been looking so forward to this conversation once I started learning more about who you are and what you do. So of course you're a lot of things.
Yes.
But you are foremost, at least right now, is licensed massage therapist with London Rain.
Therapy, yes, and a fitness, and a fitness trainer.
Yeah. So tell us about that. Tell us.
So, those two fields have shaped my whole life. I became what you call a sports massage champion. A few years back, I competed in Denmark and won on that stage. That was really exciting, Got a dose of just amazing different massage modalities that I really came back and brought to the community through many events and many different type of outings here in Seattle. And then fitness trainer, right? Where it's that other caveat. I help people get over pain with massage, but I help people get through it with fitness. So yes, that's really been the two tools I've used to really increase health.
You just blew through that whole Denmark comment. I'm like, how a kid from the hood,
right,
or just from Seattle in general, like how'd you get from growing up here to being able to do something that was in Denmark of all places?
You see, every time I do something, I usually want to do it to the max. Mm-hmm. So when I chose massage therapy as a field that I wanted to do, I just wanted to do it to the max. So it became finding different instructors to learn from, and I became known as someone that had a lot of different techniques in one style. And so then with me looking for techniques, I bumped into a massage competition. I think like a commercial on YouTube. Yeah. I just started researching them, and it's the International Massage Association. Okay. So you have to like submit an application, apply for it, everything else. Then you get there, and when I went, it was about over 250 massage therapists competing, and there's a few different categories, and I was just able to just let loose. A lot of those different modalities end up working and got me the medal. So.
And how many people looked like you at that event?
Listen, and it was really eye-opening because very few. Yeah. Very few. I think there was 5. Okay. There was 5. You know what I mean? And a lot of participants came from America too, which is a statement of how well that modality is known in our community. Yeah, absolutely. That was eye-opening.
So talk about some of the massage treatments that you offer that you have?
Oh yeah, so massage. I do cupping, deep tissue, lomi lomi, which is a Islander type style massage. It's a real flowy type massage. I do more of the mechanical version of it because there is more of a meditative aspect that goes to lomi lomi that I do totally respect. But I do more of the formal technique and the mechanical technique of it. Of course, Thai massage. That's what I'm big time known for, getting on that table and really stretching them out. And I just use all those techniques in harmony to give just quite the unique experience that kind of gave me the nickname, the Bodimechanik.
Okay. So how did London Rain Therapy come into existence? Where did that begin from?
Yeah. So London Rain Therapy is a business. It's my rebirth at coming back into entrepreneurship within my field. I teamed up with my wife, Nastasia Abdullah.
Your high school sweetheart.
My high school sweetheart. Yeah, exactly. And London Rain is actually London is our daughter's middle name.
Okay.
Right, and Rain is our third son's middle
Right,
name.
and that spelling makes sense now. I
Yes.
got it.
Don't ask me why, because we have 4 kids. But so anyway, London Rain is kind of what we went through. Is what we went as to be the overarching business name for what our mission was, and that was ultimately to encompass health in everything that we do. So my wife has a huge care for child care. Development. Our youngest son is autistic, so it really had us become a lot more not only tolerant, but more aware of the different learning styles out there, especially for children. And also, of course, with me being proficiently in health with fitness and massage, I'm always dealing with, older populations, people rehabbing, people coming from different ailments, kind of trying to get in shape. And really us being together, we realized that it was a family concept that health had to survive in. So London Rain was just something that was near and dear to us that we wanted to represent because we represent so many different facets. So we didn't want to just call it one thing because we're childcare, we're manual therapy, we're fitness therapy. So we just decided to call it something that meant family because that's what really centers health around is family.
I like that. And you brought up your mission, and I want to read it for the audience and just kind of get your feedback on how you got to this place. So on your site, your mission is to challenge outdated perceptions of healthcare by providing innovative, accessible, and culturally responsive wellness services that address the unique needs of the BIPOC community in the Pacific Northwest. We are committed to dismantling systemic barriers to health and fostering a more equitable and just healthcare system. That resonates so much, especially in this current time where access to healthcare is more limiting. It feels like, even though now we're in 2026 and we have telehealth and all these other things, just trying to get an appointment can be months out, even if it's for something super serious. So I think when you talk about that in your mission about, dismantling those barriers with what you're doing, what was, when you and your wife, your partner, were putting this all together as part of that mission, what were you envisioning, like specifically?
So I like that you kind of really read that because it lays it down really wordy, but I'm going to give it to you really exactly what it is.
Go for it. Health
is culture. That's the issue. The issue is that it's become this insurance, this other oddly topic, this topic that's kind of far approaching or really confusing, and really it's just culture. Health and wellness is what you do every day. It's preventative. It's nutrition. It's in body movement. It's in your thoughts, mental health. It's in your services that you get for yourself, acupuncture, chiropractic, massage, and what you invest in. We invest in fashion all the time, and we get that. We invest in entertainment all the time, and we get that. Health is the same thing. We don't invest in the body. You know what I mean? And we don't understand what governs the body. Like, how much money is in your bank account, right? But we don't know how many calories we ate. But that's money. That's biological money that we don't understand, and that we've kind of disassociated ourselves with that. So that's what I mean by dismantling the current westernization and kind of really going back to what our ancestors knew was that it was holistic. It was ritual. And what it really meant is that it was a part of your being.
Yeah.
You just did. Like, it was like, why do you brush your teeth? Like, you don't think about it. If Jesus came back tomorrow, if World War II is going on or something, you're going to brush your teeth. There's certain things, or like you're going to eat. Certain things are non-negotiables. My friend Brandon Parker, BP, huge active person in the community. I love him. Actually, one of the makers of our Lions Club anthem theme song.
Yeah.
He always has a thing of saying non-negotiables, and that really rang through with me. Health is a non-negotiable, meaning it needs to be culture, because culture is an identity. Who you are is non-negotiable.
Right.
So it needs to be in everything that you do, which is what me and wifey really encompass, like classes, workshops, and not only having these things available, but going at it at a donation-based model, like a religion, right? We don't turn you away from the church if you can't pray or nothing, or if you can't pay, you still get the seat. Fitness and health should be like that. It's your right, you know, and having the donation, the moment you price these things out and get it, we have to drive the economy. I understand that. But two truths are also the same. Because one thing that's not negotiable for life priority is health. It's a non-negotiable. So with knowing that, that supersedes, in my opinion, capitalism. Because it's your birthright. It's the first religion. Before you knew anything, you moved. Your joints worked. Your heart pumped. Before you knew any God, before you know who your mom was, you was moving as a child. You know what I mean? And your movement is what saved you. It was what allowed you to nourish from the, you know what I mean, the nipple of the mother, or allow you to grab it. Movement allowed you to survive. So with that being said, it's above money. And with that being said, it needs to be more culture and more ingrained in us. So therefore, we participate more in preventative care.
I love how you're hitting on culture, and what it's making me think about is not only creating the culture, but how do you also change some of the negative culture around it? And I think about, you know, my mother passed away in 2020 from COVID. And I would say I came up in a small family. It's my two older brothers, my mom and me. Dad was around doing stuff. But I think I was the only one that regularly went to the doctor's office. Like I was the one that regularly did that, even as starting from my teenage years, not even from youth. And it was only after my mother passed away that I actually knew what her health background was. She never went to the doctors. And so when they're reading me off this litany of things, and I think about when I would go to the doctor's office, or any of us goes to the doctor's office, there's, oh, does your family have a history of this or that? And my answer was like, I don't know. Could be, not sure. And so when I think about what you're doing, and now our generation is changing that culture to go into therapy, physical and mental, and doing these other things. But how do we get our ancestors, the generations before us, to kind of get into that same space?
And really, I always say community, congregation. Together, ideas are shared. We're able to foster different opinions and get different aspects of life. And what health is really beautiful is it really unites everybody, because everybody deals with endurance, strength, mobility, pain relief, right?
Absolutely.
So with having both the old and the young moving together, it's a form of communication that we all can identify with. We can all relearn habits and all get better. And what I pride myself on, what my team prides themselves on, such as the Lions Club, MixxedFit, my affiliates and my associates, Dominic with BLK Summer Run Club, Brittany with Fabletics, they all harbor communities, you know what I mean, that are engaged in fitness. And we're Republican, we're Democrat, we live in the West, we're East, we're white, we're black, we're old, we're young, we're male, we're female, we're same gender, we're you know what I mean, we're heterosexual, we're a part of every representation, and we're all the same at a point. And that's the beauty of allowing health and movement to be the center topic of it, because that's what grounds us all is movement. Any other topic, listen, political topics, I can get divided from you. Religion, I can get divided from you. I mean, literally anything. But when it comes to health specifically, we all have a liver, 2 lungs, skin. We all want to age well. We all like pain-free movement. We all wouldn't mind be stronger. We all wouldn't mind to run a little faster, right? And with that being said, that's where we can find the commonality in us and ultimately the humanity in us.
We're going to talk about pain management in a minute, but you also made a perfect segue to talked about your entrepreneurship and the things that you do and these partnerships that you have. And again, and these are some big names, like Fabletics is not a small name. Talk about some of your partnerships that you've been engaged in and what's going on with that.
Well, I've survived our partnerships. My partnership with Ford Sports Performance, Black-owned gym in Tukwila, FSP, is what gave birth to the Lions Club, right?
Yeah, tell me.
It is a donation-based workout. We are open Monday through Friday, right? 7:15 in the morning to 8:40 a.m. A full class, 6-phase training segment.
Wow.
We go through all phases of fitness every day of the week. Chest and back day Monday, Tuesday's leg day, Wednesday's core, Thursday's legs, Fridays and shoulders and arms. And we go through a full circuit, and we're able to have people, we're able to make people be more consistent by being available more.
Right.
Night classes are coming soon, so we're shooting for that. MixxedFit, which is a dance format fitness, right? I'm taking, we take those at evenings, Mondays and Wednesdays at the Avalon Ballroom in Tacoma, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And in Rainier Beach Community Center, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. on Tuesdays. Once again, free, open to the community.
Wow.
Fabletics, working every Saturday. They offer not only MixxedFit, which I do, also the Beats and Body, which is a Lions Club. Once again, more kettlebells, dumbbells, circus-style training, but also yoga as well. So those are hosted every Saturday, 9 to 10 a.m. And once again, the big dynamite himself, Dominic from BLK Summer Run Club, runs powerful in Tacoma every Sunday, 8:30 in Tacoma.
So something every day.
So if you think about it, something every day, many times, multiple times a day. So the access to engage in fitness is many. And there's many others. There's people like Haru who offer Qigong classes multiple times a week, right? Just a ton of different people that's doing these things. And what we're doing currently is we're centralizing a lot of our leadership, and we're kind of making the mass index available to us all. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing. We need more people engaged in movement because the community is building.
Right. So does all of that fall into the community collaboration and health that you were talking about earlier?
And yes, it's community collaboration and health. And that's both in, some of us do have actual business contracts dealing. Some of us just kind of collab together, just standing side by side with one another. Some of us just support one another. But what we're saying is, no matter what, we are uniting to bring health to the community, whether it's in payment, whether it's in volunteership, you know what I mean? Whether it's the events funded by a corporation or the community does it by donations. By any means necessary, we will have open access to fitness and everything else through our alliances. And utilize our different resources, which allows us to kind of get these events funded from different resources. Sometimes these are just all of us volunteering at the same time and giving it out to the community for free. So,
And those are not easy lifts, right? Especially kind of where we are right now with everything that's happening in the state and the city and the country, with people, you know, feeling stretched and not having enough resources. And to be able to say that you have like these really significant partnerships within community and pushing this forward is really impressive.
Because we agree that no matter what, it overshadows capitalism. So we get pockets are stretched. Health still must be an access. It's a human right. You know what I mean? So we're going to do what we need to do to make sure that it's open to the community.
Now, you talked about earlier about, you know, pain management, and that's another thing that's close to home for me, because I'm a person that developed a disability over time. So now I'm dealing with, you know, osteoarthritis and what comes with that. So I was one of those people that was, you know, I was a big girl, but I could walk with anybody else. Like I could, you know, do all the things. And now it's like, if I'm walking around Climate Pledge Arena for a game, I wake up the next morning like I did this morning. It was just like super sore. It's like, how do you reach to people like me that are like, okay, I want to do these things, but I feel like I'm going to drag others behind, or I'm not going to be able to keep up because I need kind of this special treatment around trying to be mobile, have movement, like you said, because you know that's the great equalizer, right? It's like we all want movement, and I will never take movement for granted ever again. Once about that. So how do you address people like me that are like, I want to be able to participate in these kind of things, but can I? And maybe do I start it through levels of massage? What would you recommend?
So what I'm going to say off top is 3 things.
Okay.
3 steps that's going to allow you to stay on track.
Okay.
First one, and really they're acceptances. First acceptance, it's a non-negotiable.
Okay.
Movement is non-negotiable. So that's the first thing you say, no matter what, I have to engage. That's the first step. Once you understand that truth, we're on to the next truth, okay? Fitness is nutrition, okay? Nutrition is more than just food. There's also movement nutrition, okay? Now, no matter what you do daily, you do eat, you know what I mean, every day. Now, you may eat something else, you may have a strict diet, but the bottom line is you do nourish yourself because, once again, it's a non-negotiable.
Right.
You need it for life, and it's something that you know what I mean, that like you can flavor your own different way. You can have a salad, you can have a steak, you can make a bad choice, a better choice, but no matter what, you're selecting a type of nourishment. Okay. Now, with those type of things, that's what I'm gonna show you. Okay, what I mean by maybe a bowl of sugar versus, you know what I mean, some healthy vegetables, because fitness can fall into that same thing too. Okay, so once you understand that fitness is nutrition, you're able to put your plate how you need to.
Okay.
You pick the workouts that work best for you. So what do we go over? First of all, it's a non-negotiable. I must do. Second of all, I pick my workouts. Boom, I got that. Next one is going. Okay. So technically, I'm sorry, there's 4. So there's a little special rule there. A bad workout and a good workout, because we do have joint issues. Some of us have asthma. Some of us have different conditions that stop us, right? That's what I mean by picking a bad food. I wouldn't pick a burpee when you have knee issues. You know what I mean? That's not a good food for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, my knees start hurting just you saying it out loud.
We want to pick a healthy workout. There are unhealthy workouts for certain people.
Yeah.
Once we know to target those, that's the first thing. Okay. So going to my third one, and they're all equally important, but they all must be gotten in order to get your true results. That's be a part of the stimulus. You have to get a new attachment to the stimulus. Soreness will come a part of it. Endurance is out of breath. Strength is muscle tension, okay? The burn does come with it. Stretching is the tension behind the stretch. You know what I mean? The moment you accept it, you're able to tolerate it more, have grace on yourself.
Right.
And then but you're consistent. The longer you do it, the more you'll tolerate it. And then your goals just happen. Mobility, weight loss, muscle gain, you know what I mean? More flexibility, no pain. But it's only because you made it non-negotiable, you pick safe workouts, and you just agreed with the stimulus. Because as a mental health therapist, I have to go through your trauma in order to get you out of it.
Yeah.
So as your fitness therapist, I'm sorry, I got to make you out of breath to get your endurance up. I got to make it heavier for you to get it up.
Right.
I got to say one more rep for you to get, you know what I mean? I got to say stretch, because otherwise you won't go there. So it's really that simple, and that's all at your own pace.
Yeah.
So with that, it's not a competition. And it gets real tough to not look at your neighbor and not compare.
Yeah.
But no, it's a non-negotiable. I must compete. My plate isn't your plate. I eat this, you eat that. But we're going to eat together. We can still eat together. That's the power of community.
Right.
You can still eat together. And then we're going to enjoy our own stimulus. Okay, so if we're walking, you walk and everything else. If you're lifting, you lift. But you don't shy away from it because of the stimulus.
Yeah.
You engage in it at your limits. And over time, with consistency, you'll get it.
So you're going to have me traveling down to South Center because I'm feeling encouraged now.
Absolutely. Listen, it's that close to you. You have it.
Yeah.
You have it already, and it's just one day at a time. Forget the scale, the measurements. That can get kind of, because that's like looking at your money go or watching the time go. It's slow. But if you're just doing studying, but before you know it, it's over.
It's time.
So all you're doing is, I don't care what it is. I'm walking every day. It's a non-negotiable. 3 months later, girl, you look this. Oh, I do. It just happens one day. That's how it happens.
Yeah. All right. No, you got me jazzed. I'm ready. So speaking of which, as we get ready to wrap up, what are some upcoming events that you want to share with the audience about what you guys are going to be doing?
Boom. So, hey, upcoming events definitely coming up. You want to be in town for Saturday at Tukwila Fabletics every Saturday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, there's always going to be a new variation of fitness. It's going to be a good tour of different fitness modalities, especially for newcomers. We got dance fitness, circuit training, and yoga and Pilates training. So those are great avenues. Okay, if you're in the Tukwila area or willing to travel in the mornings, we have 7:15 a.m. to 8:40 a.m. Monday through Friday, y'all. These are 6-phase trainings, hour-and-a-half classes, donation-based, meaning you pick the price. Price is no barrier to fitness here, okay? And once again, if you're a night owl, you want to jazz up, please come to my dance fitness classes. They are so fun. MixxedFit, Studio MixxedFit hosts it at Tacoma, Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 to 8 p.m. And Rainier Beach, 6:30 to 7:30. We got the lights, the fog machine. It gets real fun. Real DJ for Fabletics. And come on, if you haven't heard about the revolutionary way we run, BLK Summer Run Club is taking it over. It's more than just the summer season, and just and it's open for all minorities and all people. You know what I mean? So BLK Summer Run Club is just a way to engage our community, but we're a supportive community. So anybody that wants to get some miles with us, we in Tacoma. Every Sunday, 8:30. Come on, there's somewhere to go. There's somewhere to go.
All right. So before we go to break, one last question for you. Yes. What woman in your life would you like to shout out as part of Women's History Month?
Oh, the woman in my life that I want to shout out. Get this. Nia, if you're listening, that's my daughter. Aww. Nia London Bats Abdullah. You will make history. I'm shouting you out in advance, because I know the future is just bright, and I'm so proud of you, baby girl. Love you.
The Bodimechanik. Thank you so much. And everyone, we will be right back.
Hi there, my name is Angela Poe Russell. Some of you know me from my years being a journalist, a reporter, host, but I've written a musical, co-written a musical, because I have an amazing team around me. It's called Aviatrix, and it's running at Seattle Public Theater this spring. But you can get an exclusive preview because Seattle Association of Black Journalists is having a program called Black Voices Matter. It's March 14th, on my birthday. Like, imagine that. And we're gonna preview this new musical. You'll get to hear some of the numbers and hear the story behind it and hear how it went from a newsroom to a stage. So that's March 14th, the Seattle Association of Black Journalists at the Northwest African American Museum. I hope to see you there.
Washington's biggest night out for sports?
Is Sports Star.
I hope you all enjoyed today's conversation with Deon, the Bodimechanik Abdullah, as much as I did. I will see you all on Wednesday with The Day with Trae. Thanks so much, everyone, and have a wonderful Monday.
Converge Media produces culturally relevant content for Black and urban audiences. Our coverage is raw, transparent, and objective, praised by community leaders, government officials, and residents. Support Converge Media today via Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal at Converge Media.